walk us through actually what happened?
Yeah,
that
sure.
day?
Sure.
Yeah.
So like her and I were drinking all the time. She lived with her brother. I lived there too. Her brother was a drunk. I was a drunk. We would party like in the life, right? Like always arguing, always fighting. She's jealous. I'd come home from football games, have like glitter on my shirt and stuff. And you're like, oh, what's that? You were supposed to, and I'm like, I would lie, lie, deny, anything but tell her the truth. Jeez. She starts like that night particularly, she picks up like this huge Yankee candle, this glass Yankee candle thing, and like throws it at me, hits me in the face. I got this like huge lump in my face, and basically she was like pretty much attacking me. I grab her by the shoulders and I toss her over the couch, and like the neighbors here, whatever, they call the cops, they come. I took off in my truck, and anyway, I get pulled over. The cops arrest me for that situation, and it's like not a big deal, whatever. Pay $40, you get out of jail, right? So that's what I did. But the bail conditions now are in place, like stay away from her, stay away from him, don't have contact. I'm like, I live there. I'm like, whatever. I'll go to my dad's for a couple of days. I went for my dad for a couple of days. I wake up the next day, I got text messages from her, and now I'm in a position where I can't have contact with her, but she don't know that, and she's calling me and texting me, and she's showing up at my dad's house. I'm like, oh, what the, like, it was just crazy, man. It was crazy. But like, yeah, I didn't follow my bail conditions, and like continued to have contact with her, continued to talk to her, went back to living there. And everything was cool for a while until the next drunk argument, right? And then the cops come and you're like, yeah, you're not supposed to be here, blah, blah, blah. And now they cuff you and they hold you without bail. And that's how I was charged with burglaries, because in New Hampshire, if you enter a structure, premises, or dwelling that you're prohibited to enter, and upon doing so, you commit a crime, it's a burglary. So like, yeah, I break into your house and I steal your TV. Me going into your house, and the crime I committed is taking your TV, and I wasn't prohibited to be there. Well, what happened with me is my bail conditions prohibited me from going there, and the crime I committed when I entered that home was violating my bail conditions. And they also charged me with tampering with a witness, but that was dropped because I didn't like try to influence her testimony in the case, if you will. The other thing is like when you have contact with somebody that against or in violation of a like protective order or a bail condition, they call it stalking. And I know people in the public think like, you hear stalking, you think like it's like peeping Tom stuff, peeking in windows. And like, listen, I had no reason to be peeping on anything in her windows. Stalking is actually just having unprivileged contact or communication against a protective order or bail condition. So yeah, like you can get a text message and text back and you're a stalker. It's kind of weird. And yeah, so I've dealt with that and some pretty much like false judgment as a result of some of that. But